Happy Friday!
Happy Friday.
It's Friday.
Well, as they say now, Friday. There's Wilson. Man, does it seem like we were just here?
We said it seems like the Fridays seem to come closer, quicker and quicker.
Yeah, they are.
Yeah, but we made it through another week.
Yes, we did. So what we got going on for tonight?
We have National Don't Cry Over Spilled Milk Day, National Peppermint Patty Day, and we're also going to talk about Global Movie Day. And we're going to share some Black History facts and some fun facts about the Super Bowl.
I hope it's well, none of my teams are there, so okay. So I don't know how fun it'll be for me.
It's still fun facts about the Super Bowl. We can still talk about, people watch the Super Bowl been around for a long time.
Well, we know that, but okay, we won't get into that yet. We won't get into that. That's not the first thing up on our talk about, because see, I'll get somewhere and I'll beat it like
and be starting to go, huh? You go beat it like that other team's gonna beat the other team in the Super Bowl.
Right.
But first, you know what we're going to talk about today is February 11th, 2022. Thanks for tuning in with us, you guys. If you're watching us on Facebook or YouTube, we thank you for your support. And as that you participate with us, you can comment in the chats, let us know, or you could come and join us live on Zoom. If you join us on Zoom, be ready, because we talk about this, that, and everything.
Yeah. Because why?
Because we keep it 100.
That's right.
Our first national day that we're going to talk about is National Don't Cry Over Spilled Milk Day. Now, this one right here, it's funny I saw that this was a national day today, because some of this I was just telling somebody the other day about how crying over spilled milk, we're not talking about like your food that you might drop. Fun facts like to talk about food, but we're not talking about literally spilled milk. This is a day to promote a positive attitude, even when things might not be going your way. That is sometimes easier said than done, but that's what today is. Don't Cry Over Spilled Milk Day. It's also looked at as a day to look on the bright side of things and to remind us, do not stress over the little things. I was telling someone, like I said, talking to somebody and similar to this about some things you can't change. And it reminded me of the Serenity Prayer and the part where it says, accept the things I cannot change, and courage to change the things I can, and wisdom to know the difference. I think that part right there is a big part, because we have to have wisdom to know, is this something that I can change, or is this something that I can't? And if it's not, don't cry over it. It's just spilled milk.
It's just spilled milk.
It's just spilled milk. That's what we're going to start saying, Sissy. You know what? Don't even worry about that. It's just spilled milk.
It's just spilled milk. Just as long as it don't spoil and start stinking, you good. Get all clabbered.
Oh man, turn into cheese and stuff.
Exactly.
Oh, it says that this saying, don't cry over spilled milk, in one of its oldest forms, this proverb was no weeping for shed milk, is how it used to be said. And that was referenced by James Howell in 1659. So this saying has been around for a long time, which says that people needed to be reminded for a long time that there are things that we just can't do anything about. And sometimes we just have to let it go. What they say, brush your shoulders off.
Yeah.
Just,
Wait,
don't cry over it.
shake it off.
Shake
Just
it.
shake it off.
Exactly. Don't cry over it. It's just spilled milk.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it's been around for a long time. As Bernie Mac
Long-
say, it's been around so long they took the four off the ever.
Just said it's been around ever.
Ever.
Wilson, I know you come up with some tidbits. You have anything you want to add about not crying over spilled milk? Oh, Wilson out in the yard today. She'll be back.
She'll be back. She'll be back. But she'll come back and she'll tell us about it. But
Yeah.
our next one is is someone here yet?
No.
No. So what's our next one? National Global Movie Day, right?
Yes. This is a day to honor the way movies have captured audiences' hearts and minds around the world for over 100 years. Movies, as far as not just a TV show, but an actual movie, have been around for hundreds of years. And there are some movies, I can't say I watched a movie 100 years ago, from 100 years ago, because I'm not particularly fond of black and white movies so much. But there are movies that I watched as a child that I still like today, and I still watch them today. And some of those movies I might have 3 or 4 copies of before you
Yeah.
can start streaming stuff digitally. You have all those DVDs and things stacked up, and sometimes you may watch a movie and your DVD gets scratched. You have to go get another copy, or if
Yeah,
you're
you
like
don't have
me,
to do that no more.
right, just download it, or just you don't even have to download it. You can just
But
stream it.
but movies have come a long ways for 100 years because we're talking about DVDs getting scratched. What do you
That's
think back then when the tape was getting cut and all tangled up?
right. They couldn't replace that and couldn't duplicate that. That's just gone.
And then, now they talk. Back then, they didn't even talk in the movies. It was just like,
That's true. It was silent movies with just the
right.
music playing,
Mm-hmm.
like those Charlie Chaplin.
Yep.
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 So what's one of your favorite movies, Sissy?
Well, I have one from long ways, but my most favorite. Well, God, I got so many. Why you put me on the spot? You know that I'm gonna come up.
Okay, well, while you think about it, I will tell you one of my favorite movies.
Mm-hmm.
And I am so excited because they're coming out with the musical of it. Can you guess what it is?
Yeah. Okay, go ahead. Mhm.
The Color Purple.
Okay. Mm-hmm. 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 Look, la-dee-da-da.
Me, my sister never part. Da. Yes, that's one of my favorite movies. I can't tell you how many times I've watched that movie. I think that one, and then a newer one, and
Oh, my goodness.
I can't even tell you really why Color Purple is my favorite movie. I just like that movie. I don't know, but maybe for the same reason that the newer one, I don't know why Wilson said, "Oh my goodness." It's Django.
Really?
Django to me is like the male version of Color Purple, sort of, or like I could see those two go to, maybe not the male version, but I could see those two like going together because it takes you back. And then one of my favorite parts is when he's in the field and this is payback. This is for what you did, and he whips the guy that used to whip him. I think it's just that retribution thought, like, yes, he took it for all of us. Get him.
Yeah. Well. Okay, sissy. Okay. Okay. Yeah, but okay. So God, like I said, I got a lot of them, but
Just one of them. Just one of your favorites.
Tu Wong Fu, and I think I've told you I've
Tu
shared
Wong
this
Fu.
with you before.
And I've never seen that movie.
You know what? That is a movie.
Maybe we should try to watch that tonight.
I went
Tu
to the
Wong
movie-
Fu. Have you seen that before, Wilson?
Nope.
Tu
Well,
Wong
Is that a
Fu.
karate? Is that a martial art?
No. That's
Oh,
it.
that's what I was thinking too.
Patrick
Movie?
Swayze,
Sounds like
Wesley Snipes, and John. I can't ever say his last name correct, but they dress up as women.
Maybe we don't want to watch. Maybe
No,
is it
it's
a comedy though? It's a comedy.
You know what? It's a funny, and it's from
Okay.
way back when, and I have to
So-
always give it up to Patrick Swayze because he played Miss Vita like it was nobody's business.
Okay,
Miss
this
who?
was Miss
Vita.
Vita.
Oh, he's dressing in drag or something.
This
Mhm.
must be a new one. It says 1995, or is it older than that?
No, it's a little.
Oh yeah, and that probably is the Tu Wong Fu remake.
Yeah,
Okay, we're gonna look it up and see if we can find it.
Okay.
yeah. But you know what? I went to the movies all by myself to see that movie. I got my popcorn and my drink, and I was in there cracking up like it was a ton of people in there with me.
And you were in there by yourself? Nobody else?
But one of my
Wow.
other favorite movie that I would watch, I watch that each time it comes on, and the other one each time it comes on is Walk the Line.
What's that one about?
Johnny Cash.
Oh wow.
Walk the Line.
Yeah.
I Walk the
I've
Line is
heard of
actually a
that
song
one.
by Johnny Cash
Yeah, but
Yeah.
that's the name of the movie too.
from
Mhm.
2005.
Mm,
It's a
Probably.
musical drama.
mhm.
Yep, the film follows his life. Okay.
Mhm.
Well, there's a couple
Yeah.
movies you guys can watch and tune into. Wilson, what's one of your favorite movies?
You know, I like The Officer and the Gentleman.
Yeah, I knew she was gonna say that one.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, I like that one.
Yep, that is her movie.
I know that did make you want a soldier, huh? Especially the
That why you got one.
Rollins.
Look, was that
Howard
before or after
Rollins.
you got yours?
Yeah, well, no, Howard Rollins, yeah, he set the stage.
Was that before or after you got your soldier, sissy?
That was before.
Oh, okay. So that was your motivation, huh?
I said he set the stage.
Wow.
Oh,
Yeah, that
so you know it
just
would.
bring back memories, and I just liked it. It was good. It was like up and down. Like
Mhm.
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, no, it really was a good movie, though. It was really a good movie.
Yeah. So maybe we'll all have to find our favorite movie and watch our favorite movie, or just what? Why you say
Everybody watching Django again. I don't know. Girl, you want to watch that. Now, this would probably be the month that it would be out again, but who wants to watch that?
We have like 3 copies of it at home.
Oh no. You actually bought the
We have the
you
actual
actually bought the
DVDs.
DVD?
And I think I forgot
wow.
I bought it once, and so I bought it again. And so I somehow I ended up with like 3 copies of Django.
Well, then you know what? You keep it in case one gets scratched.
Right.
Uh-huh.
It probably will be on TV enough to watch it. It's on demand.
Mhm.
Yep. That's funny. Well, we can watch Color Purple then.
Yeah, because that's about, Color Purple is takes you back to a day in Black history, doesn't it?
Yes, it does. It does take you to a day in Black history. But before we talk about Black history, we would not be Fun Facts Friday if we did not have a national day about food. And actually, rewind. Global Movie Day is tomorrow, you guys. It's tomorrow. So you have time to find your movie that you're going to watch tomorrow. But today is on this day in Black history. No, sorry.
No, you didn't.
We're going to talk about the food. We have to talk about the food. So our food that we're going to talk about. Our food that we're going to talk about is National Peppermint Patty Day. National Peppermint Patty Day reminds us it's an old commercially made mint patty or cake. It could be a peppermint patty cake, I guess. And it was made by the Quiggins family on the Isle of Man, which is an island located in the middle of the Northern Irish Sea. Now, when you hear peppermint patty, what do you think of?
Charlie Brown.
Charlie Brown, what do you think of when you hear peppermint patty, Wilson?
A flat patty with peppermint flavor.
Yep. But
So
what?
see, like the York peppermint patties.
That's
Right,
exactly what I think of, York peppermint patties. Now, I'm wondering, would Andy's, well, I guess Andy's mints are more mints. They're not necessarily considered peppermint patties, huh?
what?
The York,
Whoa.
the Andes
Mm-mm.
mints are more chocolate and just a
Yeah, the
chocolate mint.
Andes mints is not really a peppermint patty. They're after dinner mint like. So
That's
they just
true.
have that thin little green, the hard chocolate with a thin green, whereas your York peppermint patty is that fluffy. We got all that white fluff inside with the dipped in the chocolate,
Right.
and
That's
they
true.
taste really good when you freeze them too.
Really, I don't know if I've ever had them frozen.
Oh,
I don't know if I've
okay,
ever had them frozen.
okay, yeah. So, Sissy,
Yep.
Clicky,
Got it. I got you. So today, on this day in Black History, we have our first one we're going to talk about is in 1961, Robert Weaver was sworn in as administrator of the Housing and Home Finance or Agency, which is the highest federal post at the time ever achieved by a Black American. So I'm going to say that one more time. On this day in 1961, Robert Weaver was sworn in as administrator of the Housing and Home Finance Agency, which was the highest federal post at the time ever achieved by a Black American. That's a good honor, and that was on this day in Black history. Our next one is on this day in 1976. Clifford Alexander Jr. was confirmed as the first Black Secretary of the Army. That one was just for you, Sissy.
yeah, I
The
see
whole
that.
Army.
Yeah, Army strong, Army strong. That's right.
Yep, Clifford Alexander Jr. Let's see our next one. I'm gonna save that
Hey.
next one for last. I'm gonna save that one for
Oh, you
last.
gonna save it for last?
I'm gonna save that one
Okay,
for last.
okay.
On this day in 1971, Whitney L. Young died. He was named the executive director of the National Urban League in 1961. Now, it's something how in 1961 we had an African American that was named executive director of the National Urban League, and we also had Robert Weaver, who was sworn in as administrator of the Housing and Home Finance Agency. So that right there just tells us that even in 61, when segregation was big, the civil rights movement was going strong in the 60s, we still had African Americans that were being put in positions in high places. They say that was the highest federal post, and to be an executive director of the National Urban League, the Urban League is still around now. So I say that just to say, never give up. You don't know how we talked about it earlier. Things might not look like they're going your way, but there still is a brighter side that you can see.
Yeah, they always say look at the I don't understand that cliche, but they always say look at the brighter side of the coin.
Yep,
No.
the brighter side of the coin. Yep, because you never know.
Well, the
So-
National Urban League, they're still around, and it's still, they still have their annual conferences and everything.
Mm-hmm. Yep, still active.
So they're still uplifting, empowering, and everything else. So if you don't know about the National Urban League, because I don't know if they talk about it as much anymore, but if you don't know about it, I would suggest, just looking it up and just getting a little, history facts on it.
Yep. And then one last on today before we share a couple fun facts about Super Bowl is that on this day in 1990, Nelson Mandela was released from prison. I remember that was a big thing. Everybody's talking about Nelson Mandela's released. He's released. Yes.
Yeah. So that is a day in history that we really, as that we experienced that, seeing that, him being released. That was I remember that was a big, they had that big parade and big celebration and everything.
Yes.
Yeah.
So, yep. So now we have because I see some of you have tuned in with us, and you may have tuned in just to hear some fun facts about Super Bowl. So we are definitely not going to leave you hanging. We are going to share a few fun facts about Super Bowl. So some people know, we ask for questions. If you guys have questions, something you want us to talk about, email us. You can email us, you can comment, send us a message on Facebook, find us at Fun Facts Friday 100, and we'll answer them for you. So one question I was asked when I said we're going to be talking about Super Bowl facts was, what is the longest commercial ad that has been played during the Super Bowl? Do you have any guesses? Who had the longest commercial ad that played during the Super Bowl?
Well, I think it was long because those horses are pretty big, so it took them a minute to get.
So who would that be?
Hey, that's the Budweiser Clydesdale.
Tell us about that one, Sissy. I'll be right back.
Oh, well, the Budweiser, they're famous for their Clydesdale. Here, well, I know at their main office, and I think it's in St. Louis, you can go there anytime and see them, but I can't remember if it's St. Louis or not. But I know here in Fairfield, they did have them for quite some time over here. But Anheuser-Busch right now still has the largest ever, advertising purchases for the Super Bowl. So you always, except for last year, I don't remember seeing it, but they've always had a Super Bowl commercial. And it has always been over the 32 seconds that they say that the Super Bowl commercials, they pay all this money for 32 seconds, but
Right.
Anheuser-Busch, they always do, I call it a mini short.
So those are, you meant when you say the longest, you mean the longest actually in minutes, or the one that's been advertising in the Super Bowl
Well,
for the longest time?
I think they counted as the longest because it really was like one long commercial that they broke up into shorter commercials to last the whole Super Bowl.
It was three parts to it.
Actually, let's see. Hold on.
Was it 3 or 4?
It was actually 8.
Oh, was it that many?
It says Anheuser-Busch made its largest ever advertising purchase for Super Bowl. I don't know what the L, I forget what the L means. But with 8 ads, 1 60-second post or spot, 4 45-second spots, and the remaining being 30-second spots. So 4, 5, and then 3 30-second spots. It covered 7 products in 5 different brands, because Anheuser-Busch does a lot more than just beer.
Yeah.
So it covered Budweiser, Bud Light, Bon and Viv Spiked Seltzer, Michelob Ultra, and Stella Artois.
But you know what? If you watch them, it seems like they were longer than those 45 seconds, those 30 seconds. I'm telling you, they were like,
it seemed like long commercials.
It was like a story. It was telling you a story throughout the whole thing. Take a look at it. When you get time, go back and take a look at it.
Yeah.
But they still say, that was the highest, that was the longest ever Super Bowl commercial, and that was the most expensive one.
So here's another fun fact. It says that the Super Bowl is the second highest eating day for Americans behind Thanksgiving. So the first highest eating day is Thanksgiving for Americans, and then the Super Bowl. It says about 8 million pounds of guacamole is consumed on Super Bowl Sunday. Now, How did they measure that? I'm thinking they probably measured it just from the restaurants, because how do you know how much guacamole people had at home?
Well, and then, you never know. The supermarkets, when they do their orders for avocado, there we go with avocado again.
But even if you have avocados, though, you may not be making guacamole, because this actually is speaking 8 million pounds of guacamole. Well, so I would say it's even more than that.
I got a pound downstairs, so
of guacamole. Yeah, that's a lot of avocados.
Yeah. So yeah, but I don't know, but saying that it's the largest next to Thanksgiving,
That's a lot of food.
it's a lot of food, but Thanksgiving, when you eat Thanksgiving, when you eat it, you get that full, I just want to kick back and relax type thing.
Mhm.
I want to go to sleep. Where Super Bowl, it's a whole bunch of little bitty things.
But eating a lot of little things, don't they say that that's better to eat like small snacks instead of no, because then you're crazy. They say that's
eyes
not
and my
better.
stomach don't know that concept. It doesn't understand that concept.
Oh man. Who
So
was
then
the
I'll be crying over spilled milk when I get home and my stomach hurting.
you know what? There are no, we'll not do that. We'll do this one. Who was the first team to ever win a Super Bowl?
I don't know. You tell me because it wasn't my team.
It says Wilson, you want to guess? At who was the first team to ever win the Super Bowl?
The Broncos.
The Broncos? Nope.
That's a good one. Good answer. Good answer.
Good answer. Good answer.
It's up there. It's up there.
It says that in 1967, which was a long time ago, well, not really that long ago.
No, it wasn't.
It wasn't. It says the first Super Bowl was held and the Packers won over the Kansas City Chiefs by 35-10. That was in 1967.
Mm-hmm.
And the first Super Bowl MVP was Packers quarterback Bart Starr.
And do you know how much those tickets were for that game? And it wasn't even sold out. $6.
$6 for a Super Bowl?
And they didn't even sell out.
Oh my goodness, you talk
Wow.
about 6,000 now.
Right. Some of those
Right.
tickets for the Super Bowl are ridiculous.
I know. I
Super
know.
expensive. Okay,
You
we're
know
gonna
what?
share.
Next year, we're going to reach out to a player and we're going to tell them how good they are and what they mean to us and everything so that they can FedEx us some tickets like Tom Brady. And we're going to find some locals around here,
Well, we might be able to find some if we go to UC Berkeley, because Cal. They say the University of California is the school. Well, UC Berkeley, University of California at Berkeley, is the top school for producing quarterbacks that start in the Super Bowl. I think that's a pretty cool fun fact and fun California fact, just because we're from
Yeah.
California,
Go
Yeah.
Cal, go
and
Cal.
and not just California. Berkeley's only a 30-45 minute drive away from us, so go Cal.
Hey, but
We have some family that went to Cal,
I
so
was getting ready to say, hey, wait,
Yep.
we gotta end there. 'Cause
we have
know
a
somebody
few.
have,
We have actually a few family members that have gone to Cal.
Yeah.
So,
yeah,
yes,
but I know one that actually played out there on that field.
yes,
So-
yes, we do.
Yeah, we got two
Yeah.
of them.
Yeah.
Yeah, two different sports.
So you know what? I'm gonna text
That's
him. Tell
true.
him I'm gonna throw his name around.
They say the most recent was Jared Goff in 2019. Before that was, now I'm saying this for some of you football players, you guys probably recognize these names. I
Yeah.
don't. Joe Cap, Craig Morton, Vince Ferragamo. I do recognize that name. Or do I recognize that from Ferragamo's?
I don't know, Sissy.
Because aren't Ferragamo's like a brand of fancy shoe or purse or something? Men's
No.
shoe, I think. I don't know. Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah.
Joe Montana.
Mm-hmm.
I do know that name. Joe
You know Aaron
Theismann.
Rodgers too.
Mm-mm.
Yeah, he's with the Packers.
Okay. Yep. Oh,
Uh-huh.
okay. Drew Brees.
Oh, you know him too. He was the good quarterback from the Saints.
Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, and Lynn Dawson.
Okay.
Yep, Lynn Dawson. Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. All of them we know, huh?
Hey, look. Look.
See,
but
we
what-
share fun facts for you guys.
yeah,
Because
for
some of you guys are
guys.
probably like, yeah, I know him. Yeah. Erica,
I-
I don't know
Hey.
half of those people.
Hey,
And all those
Hey.
came from Cal.
Yes,
Yeah.
all of them came from Cal Berkeley. Now,
Oh,
Mr.
okay.
Wilson, if he was on tonight, he'd probably be like, "Oh, I know him. I remember him." But some of those names, Kenny Stabler, I think I've heard that name, and I have heard Joe Namath before.
yeah.
But
Don't
see,
name
see,
you.
Don't
see,
name
see
it
what I
played
just
for
said,
the
Mr.
49ers.
Wilson. Come
And
on, Mr.
Stabler
Wilson.
played for the Raiders. Now that I
Wow.
do know.
I didn't know they all came from Cal.
Yep.
though.
See, Mr. Wilson just came in, and as soon as I said Joe Namath, he was like, "Joe Namath, yeah, who Joe Namath play for, Mr. Wilson?"
New York Jets.
See, he know all the names.
Played for the Oakland Raiders.
All of these people right here, they came from Cal. Go Cal!
Yeah, go Cal. Go Cal is right there.
I
Look,
think that's
we-
pretty cool.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
next year we're gonna go hang out at the field
You know what?
and get our Super Bowl in. But listen,
What?
but you know what, Sissy?
You what,
But going
sissy?
to the game, I want to say this because I know that we as a family, and when I
Mhm.
say we as a family, I'm talking about the We Are Family.
Okay.
family, okay.
Uh-huh.
We watched the Super Bowl, but what's our favorite part of the Super Bowl?
I watch for the commercials.
Commercial party,
Yep.
commercial and halftime.
And you know what? It was about, I think it was 4 or 5 years ago. It had popped up on my Facebook memories that we actually threw a commercial party one
Mhm.
time.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, which was
Mhm.
pretty fun because that's the part I like to watch. And the halftime show. Now, okay. Now I know if some of you guys want to tune out, you can. We're going a little bit longer because this year's halftime show, I'm pulling it up. So we can tell you guys who the artists are for this halftime show.
Oh, I know who it's Snoop Dogg, it's Mary J. Blige, it's Dr. Dre. Yeah, I know because I'm waiting. I want to see this whole thing that Diddy has put on.
Yes, it is. I'm like, I want to watch, forget the commercials. I want to watch the halftime show. It's supposed to be Eminem,
Yeah,
Dr. Dre,
right.
Snoop Dogg,
Hmm.
Kendrick Lamar, and
Uh-huh.
Mary J. Blige are all
I
scheduled.
want to see Mary.
They gonna have a
I want to see
concert.
Mary. Yeah, yeah.
It's gonna be a big concert, and they're in LA. I'm like, that's gonna be. Those are some really big names to have at the halftime
I just
show.
want to see what they're gonna do in 12 minutes.
Now, are they gonna give each one of them 12 minutes? No, they
Mm-mm.
can't do that. That'd be an hour halftime show.
No, It's all together. I'm just curious. I've been watching the trailers on how they're gonna intertwine,
Mhm.
all
One
that.
thing I find interesting about this is that it says the 5 performers have taken home 44 Grammy Awards together, collectively,
Mm.
except for Snoop Dogg. He's the only one with none, but he's been nominated 17 times.
Oh, you know what? I'm gonna have to send him something.
Wow.
I got a little.
I'm
toy.
like, really?
We're
Wow.
gonna have to make him a fun fact one and send to him.
But you know one thing about Snoop Dogg, out of all these names though, Snoop is one that you hear more doing other stuff.
Right, he does a lot. I
The
like.
youth
I have
football
his cook-
leagues.
I have his
the-
cookbook and everything.
See, and he's the one that I think has done more stuff
He
than
has.
actually.
outside of the music. Look,
Mhm.
he did. I watched his show with Martha. I watched that 247, his little reality show. I watched it. I know a couple of times he had his little football team, doing things, watch that. He has a lot of backing with a lot of different things. I know that you look at him and people say, oh, he's hood, he's ghetto, he's this, that, and other, but he's a good hood. I know he probably got the other side too, but
He's doing
he
stuff in the
seems like
community.
he's a cool dude. You see him all in commercials. Look, he's in that Corona commercial and everything.
He's in a lot of commercials.
So And I'm not just bringing up alcohol, so don't you guys go run out and say, "Oh, Fun Fact Friday." I'm just talking about the commercial with him.
Talking about
walking-
Snoop Dogg and the commercial, CZ.
Right, right.
Yep. So, Sissy, we have to figure out what kind of snacks what we're gonna do for Super Bowl. We'll have to do our trade off at the door. You know.
Yeah. Okay.
Yep.
Okay. Well, I tell you,
But
everything
before
that I got is frozen.
What time does the game start?
I don't know.
Let's see.
3?
What?
It's normally like at 3:00.
The Super Bowl starts at 3:30.
Oh, 3:30.
3:30 this Sunday. So before you watch the Super Bowl, you have plenty of time to pray for your team and join us at Word of Faith Christian Center.
Right.
You could join us in person, or you can join us and catch Sissy in the chat. Go to WFCCFairfield.com, log on, or you could come in person at 650 Parker Road. And then you have plenty of time to go home, make your snacks, get your snacks, and watch the Super Bowl.
I told you all mine is frozen.
So, see, you have plenty of time to defrost them.
Nope, just pop them in the oven or the microwave.
Yep.
Oh, yeah. But I do want to tell everybody, Happy Valentine's Day.
Oh, yeah, we won't be back before Valentine's Day. Valentine's Day is Monday. Happy Valentine's Day, everyone. Tell someone you love them if you mean it. Only if you mean it. And we'll see you guys next Friday. Remember, send us your comments, questions to funfactsfriday100@gmail.com. And you can remember that because we share fun facts on Friday and we keep it 100.
100.
Hey, Sissy, we love all our followers, though.
Yes, we do love all of you guys following and supporting us. And we mean it. Deuces!